The other half of this equation is home ownership, and this one is brutal, because back in the 1960s and 70s, the average house would cost maybe 3 times the average annual salary. But today, especially in the big cities, wages have barely moved in decades adjusted for inflation, but housing prices have gone absolutely through the roof. What makes it even more unaffordable is debt, because millions of young people who are just starting out adulthood are already in the red because of student loans they can't pay off. And of course, if you decide to take a student loan, to some extent it is your responsibility, but the prospect of a lucrative job after college, which is the reason why we go to college, that promise is something that was oversold and underdelivered, with all the difficulties in the job market nowadays, especially with outsourcing and AI. But anyways, the point is that if you're paying hundreds of dollars a month just in loans, on top of other payments like rent, car bills, electric, utilities, food, subscription services, whatever you can name really, just the cost of daily living on your own after college, with all of that, how are you supposed to save for a down payment? And if that wasn't enough, look at interest rates. Just a couple years ago, you could get a mortgage for under 3%. Nowadays it's more like 7%. That means the exact same house might cost double in monthly payments. Not because the house changed, but because the system changed. And the shady part in all this is that Wall Street has now become a direct competitor. Honestly, more so like an oppressor than a competitor, because big firms like BlackRock, Blackstone, and hedge funds are buying up houses by the thousands. Not just luxury properties either, starter homes too, or even the land that could have been used to build housing developments. And what they do simply is rent them out for profit so that people who live in them can't just make a one-time purchase and spend the rest of their lives there. Anyone who lives there has to keep giving these companies money every month for the rest of their lives. So basically, when you're out there trying to scrape enough money over the years to be able to buy a house someday, you're literally bidding against billion-dollar corporations now. And another issue that I don't think people bring up too much is location itself. Because where are most of the jobs that pay well? In big cities. And where is housing the most expensive at the same time? In these same big cities. So it's basically like you either live where the work is and pay insane rent, or move somewhere affordable but the job opportunities don't pay well. It seems like either way the system boxes you in. So long story short, when people say young people don't want to buy homes anymore, that's obviously nonsense. We do want homes, it's just that we can't get them.